All right, took a little lunch break, but hey, the help has arrived. I got old Reed here. He's the rock cleanup man. Now, we bought those rock, Reed. Throw them other ones we didn't buy, like that one. Yeah, we didn't buy that one. Throw it in the pond. There you go. Got Brantley over there dragging the top side of the driveway down. Kristin, my wife, showed up. My sister, got my brother-in-law, Dad's still sowing seed. So let's go over here and fix above this driveway.
I think I'm burning up.
Are you hot, Reed?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, you might have to go hunt you a shade tree.
I'm going to hunt me a shade tree.
Okay. All right, here's my next project. I've got to bring this dirt up here against the road and build this up. And then I got to blend all this back in with this bank. And then I've got to rebuild this. All that water washed across out of the pond. So you can see where it rutted it up. Water come through here and basically took my bank off, which I didn't have it finished anyway, but I've got to bring this dirt in here, raise all this up, and then you can see my water meter down there. I've got to take this dirt and spread all in here, get this slick back around here, tie it in, and then this will establish where my gravel is going to come in and tie back into the driveway. So anyway, I'm going to get to work. Well, this dirt's a little wet, so it's hard to get it real slick, but time it rains on it a time or two, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. We'll be all right. We got it matched back up with this ground level, so we'll throw some seed on it. But I'll tell you, I got a little news, a little bad news rather. You can see this water coming out of the ground here. See it there, and you see it here. Well, I thought the water department had a leak in their line, which runs about right here. They came out and checked it, no leak. So guess where it's coming from? I think that pond, I knew the line was there when we dug it, but This pond is seeping over into that waterline trench, which is continuing on here. And then it's following that trench over here to where my water meter is. It's coming out of the ground. So I've got something I think I can put in the pond to stop the leak. But that's a project for another day. I'm gonna try to get over here and slick this up so we can put some seed on it. All right, I got that dirt shuffled around. This dirt is wet, in which I've got the pond leaking, as you can see, so that ain't gonna dry. So it ain't as pretty as I'd like for it to be, but the rain will settle some of these clots down. Got the other side in pretty good shape, so we're ready to sow it. My crew's over there working on rolling the erosion mat out. And then I've got to go up behind the building and blend that little swell in behind the building. Got to carry a little dirt around there, and that should be all the dirt moving. And then I'll fall in here and try to help them get this erosion mat put down. This ain't the ideal way to run a bank in, but that dirt where I run over it with that tiller, it was so fine and so loose, I was just worried about it even washing underneath that erosion mat. So I'm just trying to run it in here, and we'll get the mat on it here in a little bit, and hopefully the rain will settle some of them humps out. Well, my crew and I, our rear ends are beat. We put in a pretty good day today. I usually don't ask for help, but last night, my little boy's baseball game, I told him, I said, any volunteers will be accepted. So I had a good turnout, but I'd say the next time I ask for volunteers, they'll probably tell me to go fly a kite. But anyway, I got one good day out of them anyway. But anyway, we got the erosion mat put down in the bottom. That way it should prevent us from washing that mud down in the pond like we were dealing with. They got it all the way back up here to the detention pond, so if that were to, you know, flash flood and overrun, we've got this mat down now to keep that mud from washing into the pond. Hopefully slow it down at least. I usually don't work on Sundays, but sometimes you got to get the ox out of the ditch, so tomorrow I may come up here and try to roll the rest of it out and get that behind me. I think they're calling for rain on Tuesday. I think it's rained every other day for about the past 2 months, but now they've got this seed down, it probably won't rain for a month, so I probably got all the time in the world to roll it out, but that's usually the way it goes. But anyway, if you've watched, I appreciate it. We got a lot more work to go. Next up, I'll be going into the building. Now that we've got spray foam in there, we'll get the walls framed up on it, build the 2 rooms, build a loft, and try to get that thing finished up here in the next month, hopefully. So I got a message the other day from Ed up in Chicago, said he wasn't getting notifications when I was putting out videos, and he's been subscribed for some time. But I think you've got to hit the little bell notification, I think, to get the notifications. And then I've actually read that it'll unsubscribe you sometimes. So if you want to follow along, hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell, and that tells you when we put one out. But hey, I appreciate it, and we'll catch you on another day. Hopefully at the end of this, I'll have a drone flying over this thing with all of the mat down, and we can move on to something else. We'll catch you on another one. All right, while getting the ox out of the ditch today, we've got our first swimmers. What do you think, kiddos?
Fun!
Is that pretty good?
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
It felt good.
Mom's wanting a big fancy swimming pool. Listen, we got one, don't we?
A bigger one, too.
Hey, we got a big pool. I tell you what we'll do. We may, where it's a little steep over there, we may build us a deck over there and build us a diving board on it. And then we may, hey, we might build us a ramp on the side of it where we can slide out in that thing.